Hello everybody, it's Captain TONIK TZW. I'm back again with another video. It's in one of my favourite ships, the Tier 5 premium battleship, the California, which I think was recently added into some crates somewhere along the line. So those people that kept getting blatted off the map by it can now go and chance their arm and their wallet and their life savings on dropping it out of a crate. But this one's called Chase Me, because the guy is literally gonna chase me because he has no guns. But that bit comes a little bit later. Let's get in and start the fun. What I will say is, if this is your first time past the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notified of when I drop new content on. It's normally on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, and that's kind of in between the days that we do live stream, which is normally Mondays, Wednesdays, and occasionally Fridays and Sundays, depending on how busy my week has been. I don't have hundreds and hundreds of hours to throw at this game every week. I do have a life to live and other things to take care of. Also, if you look in the description of the channel, you'll see that there is a link there where if you want to contribute and support the channel, any donation is very warmly and gratefully received. I can put it towards keeping the lights on and the PlayStation running. Now, it's been a while since I played this game. I've literally got a backlog of probably 100 replays, of which some of them are just really good games. Other are showing particular tactics or gameplay style for a certain type of ship. But it takes a long while to get through them, record the voiceovers, do the placeholders, get them uploaded to YouTube, and then schedule them to drop on the channel. So it is a lot of hard work, and I do appreciate all of those that are already subscribed to the channel, and I look forward to having many more of you come along. Now, I know that not a lot of battleship captains shoot at destroyers. That guy is running, but now he's going away from us. It's not a good shot to pull, so we're gonna look. We're looking for target. We're waiting for the reload. He disappears. So who's next? We have got. It's a toss-up, isn't it? Really, between these two guys. It's one of those things where it's very, very indecisive about who we're actually gonna pull the trigger on. There's a warspite coming round the corner in front of me, and I've got the warspite. I'm not amazing at it, but I know in the right hands it can be a terrible ship to be up against. This is going to be hard. This is going to be tough. And so I decide, I think here, that I'm either going to ram the island or I'm going to try and turn into him. But I'm very wary that there is a ship on the other side of this capture point, and I'd be broadside to it. So we're going to try and get an angle on this warspite and get some shells onto him. There we go. 4 turrets all out. Now we're going to back up, and we do a reasonable amount of damage, and I'm kind of hoping that our destroyer is going to turn around and have some more torpedoes to put at this guy, because that Arizona is coming through the middle. And it's at this point of the game I'm thinking, I've really screwed up here. But it doesn't look as though the warspite is looking at me. And now his turrets are going another direction, so we ripple the shots off. I said this was about a year ago when I didn't really play a lot of battleships at any tier. I was mainly a destroyer man. And so I was very much cutting my teeth. And the California can be a little bit unforgiving, but there we go. Arizona has come through the center broadside. There's another battleship heading across towards C cap. Our destroyer on A cap is hanging there on the side, trying to do what he can to get rid of these big ships. He seems pretty isolated and on his own. But we're going to keep going. We're going to keep pounding this warspite while he's giving us a broadside, and then we're going to switch our attention to the Arizona. Now I know that he can come forward faster than I can go backwards, and as I've called the video before, we are going to have to risk it for a biscuit. I'm looking over towards that Fuso and thinking, can he get shots on me? Can I get shots on him? Can we get across the top? Let's put some fire across there. What do we do? Do we go backwards? Do we go forwards? The destroyer has run in. He has distracted the Arizona and got himself killed for the sake of it. Why did you need to get so close? The answer is you didn't. You had plenty of open water to play in, and there was no reason to get that close to a battleship. Lesson learned, I hope. But here we go. I'm double fired. His secondaries onto me. The only place I'm going to try and go through when he's bow onto me is through his superstructure. I know he's just fired his guns. This is not where I want to be. He has got the thick side of me straight in his face, and he punishes it. I'm going to have to put those fires out. I'm looking out there. We've got a battleship all the way out there. What's he doing? What's he doing? I'm like, guy, give me some help. Give me some help. He is going to help at some point, but not right now. Arizona is just waiting for his next reload, and I'm going to have to take the chance. I'm still backing up, and there's going to be a point, like now, where I put those engines full forward. The California is not a fast ship. Dare I say it's a fat ship? No, we can't fat shame the California. She is a thick girl, as I've heard some people call her before, and those thick sides are going to take an absolute beating. Arizona is coming full speed at me for ram, but we are going to knock his turrets out. There we go. One is completely gone. The other is incapacitated. That has given me just the time that I need to get this ship moving forwards. He is really going to try for the ram. He can't shoot me. He's going to have to repair, and that's going to give me time to get up to speed and reload my rear turrets. Yes, he can go through my back end, but this is like one of those movies where there's a car chase, but this is the slowest ship chase in history. I put 2 turrets straight through the front of a ship. I don't know which turret they knock out, but I'm broadside to the other side of the map. That's not good. I'm getting absolutely hammered here. I'm on fire. I'm burning. I can't risk putting that fire out and taking another fire from his secondaries. So I've managed to maintain that gap. Now we are going to go for the kill shot. We are going to go straight through the bottom of his turrets, and now we're going to switch our attention straight onto that New York. RNG is going to desert me a little bit in this part of the game. Whether or not Wargaming thought I was doing too much of a good job, I don't know. We have a Miyoko across there on CCAP. That New York is pretty much low health, but I am getting battered. All I'm trying to do is pull away, buy some time for this Mutsu to catch up with me and see what I can do about taking these guys off the map. Obviously, that fire burnt out. The Hawkins is going to do his best to get me on fire again. I'm going to do my best to delete this Hawkins, and RNG is going to do its best to completely shaft me from getting a kill on a broadside cruiser. Everything misses, and what does hit does practically nothing to him. How I missed 12 shells at, what was that? Under 10 kilometers as a broadside cruiser. Not even one hit. How? I don't know. Now we're going to let that fire tick. And just as we get ready for the reload again, look at that. The Mutsu can hit him. And the Mutsu gets rid of him. We've lost the Miyoko across on CCAP. The destroyer, who has been, I think, fighting like a little bit of a devil out there on that cap, is finally sailing in. He has got another ship against it as well. I think it's that Fuso that was still out there, I think. Or was it someone else? I can't remember now. It's all been a bit of a blur as the guns have been blazing and I've been playing the absolute backside off this ship to try and stay alive. Red team have a huge advantage. It is 3 ships plays 3, and I've always said that taking the capture points is often key to winning this game. But we absolutely chunk that TONIK. So RNG comes back to favour us for one salvo, and one salvo only at this stage of the game. We're sitting on 95,000 damage. He is still broadside to us. I know that Fuso is pushing in, and he's probably going to have range on me before long. I haven't got range on him. What I have got is shells ready for the TONIK, and I might have just not quite led those enough. But we do pick up a high caliber and 114,000 damage. But that leaves me halfway through a reload, and the Mutsu is going to not pick up the kill on that one. So I'm looking at the Fuso, I'm looking at the TONIK. Can I get this kill? That will make it kill number 3. There we go. We're onto him. The shots are out. The TONIK is gone. We put the other 2 turrets onto the Fuso. We still need caps. We are still 300 points down. We're on 123,000 damage now with a high caliber. We've absolutely been slamming these shells into ships as and when RNG has allowed us to. That Hawkins must be the luckiest guy alive. He must have had all his magnets on his ship pointing south outwards to deflect with an invisible shield the shells away from the broadside of his cruiser at that point. But I now feel a little bit more comfortable. I've got the Mutsu for backup, and also it gives Red Team something else to shoot about. I'm on literally 25% of my hit points. I have no heals available. There's a Fuso, and I know there's a New York to my front. The destroyer is tracking across as fast as he can, and I think he is going to push into that cap behind the Fuso. We need the points of these caps. 300 points down is not a place to be. And there is the New York directly off my bow. He's backing up, so I'm trying to get my front turrets round, but I want to keep 2 turrets up for this Fuso. So we put those shells out there. We know we're going to be coming around the corner. We're expecting to die, but I'm hoping this Fuso is going to push out a little bit further. Sorry, the Mutsu is going to push out a little bit further and get this guy spotted too. The destroyer comes around the top of the island. The Fuso is looking at the Mutsu. He fluffs a shot. My shots are coming round. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We ripple fire those. They look good. They look like they're going to absolutely clatter him. And then we come up short again. I couldn't actually believe that. If that had been me, my Citadel would have been punched through like a wet paper bag. But here we go. Shots on again. And what you're not going to see here, or what you might see there, is that little fire spark up from the destroyer. We don't get the kill. The destroyer does with that fire. And then we get very lucky with the shot from that New York. We are down to 9,000 hit points. The game is in the balance. We need to kill this one ship because the destroyer has ignored the cap. The Mutsu is there in support. We get the shot off. Citadel pick up the kill with a Confederate, and having been hanging by a thread for so long of the game, we also get ourselves a Dreadnought with a whisker under 150,000 damage. So I don't play battleships a lot, but sometimes when I do play them, I play them well and I play them hard. But the Jeopard obviously did a good job across on that cap and gets top spot with 2276 and 3 kills. I finish on 2274 with 4 kills, and the Mutsu survives the game. I really do hope you've enjoyed watching the slowest ship chase in history, and if you enjoyed that one, then please do consider hanging around, click on one of these links and watch some more videos. Let me know what you thought of that one in the comments. Until next time, take care and goodbye.